How I traveled across 3 provinces in a Polo with less than 10,000. I've always been drawn to the open road, just driving, seeing God's creation, the trees, the mountains, not to mention the views. After buying the Polo, I told myself this car wasn't just for getting from point A to B. It was for experiences. But before jumping into long distance trips, I wanted to start small. Short drives, day visits, testing the waters. Without even realizing it, those small trips took me across 3 provinces, all on a budget. This is how it went. Main update, guys. Whew. I'm very much tired. First up, we have Northcliffe Hill. This was my smallest trip, and honestly one of my favorites. I told myself, let me see what 300 Rand can do. Filled a bit of fuel, grabbed something small to eat, and pointed the Polo towards Northcliffe Hill. Nothing crazy happened, and that's what made it special. I parked, stepped out, and just stood there looking at Joburg from above. No rush, no pressure, just breathing. Total spend plus or minus 300 Rand. This trip showed me that sometimes traveling isn't about distance, it's about stepping out.
Especially gospel song.
Next up was Gold Reef City. Gold Reef City was the opposite vibe. Loud, fast, chaotic, but fun. From the moment we got there, it was rides, laughter, and people screaming before the rides even started. I remember thinking, yeah, today is not about being calm or even being nonchalant. Hey, your chalant side will come out. Food was a bit expensive, lines were long, but honestly, that's part of the experience. Waiting in line, hearing someone talk about the fears they have of the Tower of Terror, making friends and planning your next ride together. Total spend plus or minus 900 Rand. This was one of those trips where you're tired at the end, but happy tired. From there, I was a bit tired of Gauteng and I wanted to check another province, which I decided to go to Mpumalanga, and also to show the rents the car. This was the biggest trip of December all round. Going there, exploring the place, and coming back totaled the road trip to 1,000+ kilometers. This was my first proper long distance test with the Polo, and it didn't disappoint. Smooth drives, cinematic routes, and proper road trip vibes. This one felt different from the start. Long road, early start, music loaded. As soon as the scenery started changing, I knew this trip was worth it. Mountains, long curves, open roads. The Polo was just eating the kilometers. Mpumalanga didn't feel rushed. It felt like the kind of place that tells you to slow down. This trip planted a seed in my head. I need to do this more often. Total spend plus or minus 3.2. This trip alone proved the Polo is a solid travel partner.
The mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight in the jungle.
Well, I got back to Gauteng and the boy was craving some prime meat. Leading me to my next road trip, which was Centurion's Shisanyama. This one tested my patience and hunger. This was supposed to be simple: drive, eat, go home. But hunger had other plans. The drive was smooth, vibes were good, until we got there and realized we had to wait. Long. At some point, all I had holding my stomach together was cold drink. I was fighting demons quietly, but when the food finally came, yeah, silence at the table. That meat and its respect. The budget that day was 500, but because of the corrupt finance minister, the boy ended up spending 550 to 600. Next up, I decided to go to Cradle Moon. The boy was feeling a bit of stamina and I decided, why not go hiking? Yeah, Cradle Moon surprised me. I feel like I underestimated 5 kilometers. I'm used to 5 kilometers driving, not 5 kilometers hiking. That's the kilometers we decided to settle on our hike. 5 kilometers. I honestly thought it was going to be a quick visit, but the moment I saw zebras just casually chilling, something shifted. I was tired that day. You could hear it in my breathing. But watching the animals, the open space, the calmness, it grounded me. That place reminded me why I enjoy traveling. Total spend was plus or minus 350 on that day. One of the best value for money trips I did. Next up was the unplanned Northwest trip. Yeah, this trip happened purely on emotions. I just missed my homegirl, called her, heard she was free, and that was enough reason to go. I fueled up, ways on, and that was it. Though the road humbled me, potholes waiting to claim my tires, random turns, and moments where I questioned my life choices. But the Polo held its own. Sometimes the best trips are the ones you don't overthink and just drive. In total, I spent about 1,000 that day. This was my last trip, a trip to Sun City. A few weeks earlier, which was the unplanned trip when I went to visit my home girl, I passed by Sun City late, and that moment planted a seed. This time, I came back properly, and this time around, I came back with the family. And I got to experience the Valley of Waves. And yeah, the Valley of Waves fought back. I went in confident and came out respectful. The slides, some of them will make a grown man pray halfway. But at the end of the day, I was tired, full, and satisfied. Sun City didn't owe me anything. Total cost of the ticket was around 2,270. Value of Waves, 10 out of 10. These are the final cost breakdown. For a full cost breakdown of the road trips, be sure to check them out on my channel. These are plus or minus cost of each trip. North Cliff Hill 300, Gold Reef City 900, Mpumalanga 3000, Centurion Shisanyama 500, Cradle Moon 350, Northwest 1000, Sun City 2350 plus or minus. Total plus or minus 8 point something. Hey guys, I wasn't good with maths. Looking back at these trips, what stood out wasn't how far I went, it was how much I experienced without overspending. 3 provinces, multiple trips, under 10,000 Rand. This Polo Tiptronic became more than just a car. It became a passport. If you want to see how each of these trips really went down, check out the full vlogs on the channel. Like, subscribe, share with someone who thinks traveling is expensive, because this is just the beginning. It's the next day, and I need to ask you guys something. I feel like this is gonna be more of like a yapping session, you know. I wanna get feedback from you guys. I wanna ask you guys if you'd be down for me to bring you guys along on my clothing brand project. You know, I'm gonna be I wanna start another clothing brand. You know, for those that know me personally, I know I once had a brand, but for you guys who don't know me personally, long story short, man, a few years back I started a brand called Hyper Kids, you know, and it wasn't that great in terms of sales and all of that, but it was doing all right. You know, I was still in high school, I think grade 9, if not, grade 9, somewhere there, you know. But then due to as a kid, man, you haven't heard of such things as maybe multitasking. I'd focus on the brand too much and my marks would go down, which resulted in me having a talk with my parents to say, "Boy, relax on the what's this? on the brand thing, you know. So which I had to stop, you know, the whole brand, like shut it down. But from that, I feel that's when the creativeness in me began, because from there I remember that's when I started your Facebook, making content, you know, like just being a creative, man. I've had Facebook accounts which got hacked. What's this? Instagram also got hacked. Yo, when they talk about being hacked, yeah, man. You know, TikTok came along. I joined it. I hopped on it. Although I'm inconsistent, you know, in my creativeness, but in this point in time, I want to create a clothing brand, and I wanted to find out from you guys if you'd be down for me to bring you guys along, you know, like behind the scenes, showing you guys behind the scenes, like you're looking for suppliers, getting designers. Because I was talking to one of my boys. I'm familiar with Mpumalanga, right? Because I'm from that side. I was talking to one of my boys and asking him, hey bro, where can I get like proper t-shirt? And he was telling me there's a couple of shops in China Mall. So yeah, when I could bring you guys, it's not going to be a road trip, but then I could bring you guys when I go to a China Mall. Mambi phone soul is this cut. Yeah, when I'm vlogging in Bamba, so. But just to bring you guys along, show you how maybe clothing brands are started and all of that, man. Just show you guys, it's like behind the scenes, you know. So I wanted to find out from you guys if you'd be down for that. And if you are, man, when I start this journey, probably soon, I just vlog it out, you know, and I take you guys along. So if you let me know in the comments if you guys would be down for me to show you guys that whole process, you know. But one thing for sure is I'm starting that project soon, you know. The creativeness in me is just like, let me out and all of that. But hey, man, so that's it. You guys will let me know in the comments if you'd be down to see that type of content as well. And then if you are, next time I meet up with the designer or looking for manufacturers, I'll take you guys along, vlogging and stuff. Uncle.